Hello, welcome to the Noona Hour with Shari and Terry. I'm Shari.
And I'm Terry.
This is our first video interview for the BTS Atlas Army Noona Hour, and we are so excited. We are new to this, and we expect to have fun even when we make mistakes, because we will. We are so glad you're joining us. We are here with Rachel and Heather Mills, who are sisters and the creators of the Etsy shop, We Are Army, We Are Family Clothing. This is an example of one of their shirts. Shiny, pretty silver. And then Terry has one.
And I was going to wear mine, but I'm afraid that I would have to wash it before I need to wear it. But this is, oh, wow. I did that really good. Look at that.
You did wonderful.
Right? It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Black and gold. And ladies, it's just absolutely gorgeous. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Oh, thank you so much.
Okay, so now which one is Heather and which one is Rachel?
I'm Heather. I'm Rachel.
We know who you are, but I mean, this is for
yeah.
Well, we welcome you to the Noona Hour. Thank you so much for spending some time with us tonight.
Thank you for having us. Yeah.
Is it me?
Your turn, Tag, you're it.
Okay, so, you know, it's being Army, everybody always wants to know, you know, how did you find BTS or how did BTS find you? So for the both of you, how did this happen? How did you get into the BTS world?
Well, it kind of happened together because we lived together. My daughter had been listening to them for quite some years, and she was going through depression, just getting diagnosed and stuff. So we were trying to find a way to relate to her. I would put them on in the living room. I knew nothing about them, actually. I put them on in the living room to get her out of the room, to come hang out with me in the living room. And then they just started growing on me as well. Yeah, I put them on when she's not home. And oh yeah, then it just rolled into something other. And yeah, so it's really been a huge, you know, just bringing us together and giving us things to do with each other. And of course, I think now we're a little more obsessed than they are. Pretty sure. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So along that same line, Shari, do you want to kind of talk to them about the mental health part of that, what they were talking about with the depression and how it you know, a lot of us have come because of that reason to BTS.
Right.
Yeah, there's something that is completely healing about not only their music, but them as human beings. And I did not even realize, watch Dynamite just because it came across. I'm like, all right, I'll check it out. And after that, it was just going down the rabbit hole of trying to figure out who they are. And then as I'm listening to their other songs and reading the lyrics and realizing how deep and moving they are and how much it spoke to my soul, you know, I have the same struggles of anxiety and depression, and it's just been an amazing uptake for me since October when I started really just delving into who they are.
That's awesome. And it's something you can share with other people that have the similar experiences. And like for us and the family, it helped us all get together and relate to each other, even though we got different ages. Yeah, so that was really nice. Right. For sure.
It seems to be I mean, just our experience in doing the Festa stuff that we did, you know, this last project, it seems like we're finding that the link and the ability for them to get parent with child together has been incredibly healing for a lot of families. A lot of the people that are in our group talk about the same thing. I mean, they had their kids dancing with them in the Festa Project, and we had no idea that they were going to do that. But it enabled us to open this project up now with Butter. You know, we were able to open that up now to their families. So, you know, we completely get what you're talking about. It really brings people together in a lot of good ways,
It really does. I know when my daughter was born with 3 lung diseases, and so we were in the hospital a lot, like pretty much most of her life until the past like 2 years. And we used to like listen to it. She would make me listen to it at the hospital. We had the nurses and everybody, they knew who BTS was by coming in the room. I remember Spring Day was the song that was out at that time. And so, yeah, and it was so healing. And she would send me videos of like them behind the scenes and stuff, and it just gave us something to, you know, I had nothing but time at the hospital, something positive. It gave us a whole different outlook on everything. And to be quite honest with you, I don't know if there's a correlation with it, but my daughter's health has been better. You know what I mean? I think because she's happier as a person. It's really bizarre, but it seems to, since they've come around into our life, everything's changed. You know what I mean? Like really everything. So yeah, it's been wonderful. Yeah. So great experience. Yeah, they have.
Why you're here. That's why we wanted to pick you guys first, because as interviewees, because the fact that you have an Etsy store that, I mean, you haven't been in business that long. You've only been in a little over a year and a half, and you have over 925 sales.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
Young Etsy shop, that is a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah, we were like you. We didn't expect it to get here. We just wanted to do something we love doing and try to have everybody, you know, like make everybody else happy too. If they loved it, we just love making them happy. So yeah, for sure. Yeah, I know we just kind of started it. We actually like started just making stuff for ourselves. Like, and then we were like posting it, and people were like, "Oh, that's awesome! Will you sell it?" And then Heather was like, "We're getting a Cricut, and we're gonna do what we gotta do." She was like, "If we are Army, we know we can talk to Army and know what they want, and actually bring their ideas to life. And we are Army, so it's not like it's just, you know, some company that doesn't know anything about it." So yeah, and then it just started rolling out from there. So yeah, and but it's been amazing. So great ride. Yes, that's for sure. And we love who we work for. Like that's everything. Like we love interacting and talking. And actually, before we started this, Heather started a page called our Purple Heart BTS. And anyway, and we got like 20,000 members of the page. And it was just awesome being able to connect Army all over the world. And they'd come to our page and befriend us, and then find friends on our page and be friends with them. And a lot of them were like, "I met so many people because of you guys," you know, and that touched our soul, because it was like, that's awesome. If we can bring more love or whatever, you know what I mean? It was just like, that made everything work. Everything. And that's where we came up with the name. Yeah. I started the hashtag weareARMYweareFAMILY because I really felt like family was a lot of people. Yeah. So that kind of just came about. And then I was like, you know what? I think that's what we should call our business. You know? Right. Yep. Gives it that better feel. I remember people telling us our name was too long, and Heather was like, "Nope, we're going with this name." Don't care. Yeah, it doesn't matter. This is the name because this is how we feel, you know. So yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome that you were able to just be like, no. But you know what? We have like, and stand your ground with that. And you know what? We have like a whole list of questions for you. So Shari, I know you had a couple things you wanted to ask them about too.
Yeah, so have you had challenges from others about being an older Army? And if so, how have you handled it?
So with me, because I do work a full-time retail job as well as run the Etsy business with Rachel, just people at work, you know, my cubby slowly became filled with BTS and Kpop in general. You know, they just kind of looked at me like, I don't know anything about this, but they saw how happy it made me. So actually, I've gotten a couple other people to become Army at work as well. So he did. He actually came over for the concert. Yeah, my boss did. So yeah. But yeah, so and that's awful. I'm just like, both of us are just proud, and I don't care if anybody says anything about anything, honestly. Yeah. So we just keep going. We know how they've touched our lives, and if they gave them a chance, they could touch them as well. So
Absolutely.
And I wouldn't say I really have. People kind of have teased me before, but like, not a tease, but teased me before, but like, you know, I'm just like, whatever. Yeah, a lot of times they end up listening to them or looking into them. Yeah. Because they're wondering what changed our lives so much. So.
Yes, that's it right there. It's like, I felt like I kind of, and with this being Pride Month, it's kind of interesting because when I finally, I mean, I wasn't on my personal page hardly ever. And I spent a lot of time on the Festa page and the Atlas page. And my friends are like, "We see that you're online. What are you doing?" you know, and it's like, well, and I wrote like, you know, a whole novelette about what was going on and how they affected my life. And they could see that I was changing, like you said. And it's like, okay,
Right.
how did you get there? How did you change like that? So and I think Shari's the same. I think both of us, we've talked about people that have been in our lives where they're like, what are you doing? But then when they see us and how we behave, and you know, I mean, I'm 61 years old. So the fangirling thing is like, I never would have thought I would be here with that at this point in my life. I really never would have thought it. But yeah, like coming out of the closet, you know, to be just like, you know, I'm tired of not being able to post about BTS on my personal page. I have to be able to post on my page.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It's freeing, honestly. Yeah.
Our whole
really is.
feed is now.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And I noticed people like drop off, like friends, people that actually care about me are like, she's doing better now. We can see what they've done for her and they accept it and they love you like it, I love it type of thing. It's not a bad thing. But then I've got a lot of friends that just kind of dropped off and stopped talking to me. And I figure if it's a problem, then I don't need to be friends with you anyway. You know what I mean? Because it's bettering me. I'm not doing anything to hurt anybody, you know? So yeah, for sure.
And I do think it's interesting that we would, I mean, you know, when you look in the moms groups that we're all in the moms groups, right? And the Noona groups. And when you look at the content of some of the things that they talk about, when they talk about different types of ARMY, you know, and where they are in relation to each other, this always seems to be something that crops up as like, as an older person, as a Noona, as a, you know, an older woman, and how we look at BTS, you know. So where are you guys with that? Where do you guys stand with how you look at BTS? I mean, because you're younger than me, for sure.
Yeah, I'm almost scared to answer that.
Yeah, I know, right?
I love Jungkook.
It depends on the day you ask.
All of them. Yeah, all of them. But yeah, I know I can tend to be a little more risque with what I post.
I tend to be a little more,
She's more
I'll
reserved.
watch and
Yeah.
I will look for
Yeah.
sure, but I don't post as much.
I know.
Facebook.
I've actually had people ask me to start group chats because they just thought my posts were so crazy, like, you know, and they were like, you should start, like, they were like, I would get in that.
Yeah.
Because they're so, and I want people, I will defriend or block somebody really quick. If you just keep scrolling, but if you don't like it, then you know what I mean? Don't say nothing, because there's a bunch of people that I can interact with because of this, that I actually get on Facebook to interact with, because I love it. You know what I mean? It's gotten me through some of the hardest times. So like you guys as ARMY, I almost think BTS and ARMY the same for the healing, because you guys have helped me through so much that, I mean, probably just as much as BTS. You know what I mean? So yeah, I look forward every day to getting on Facebook and talking to you guys.
Yeah.
You
Right?
know? Yeah.
It is like what you said earlier. It's like family. It's like family.
Yeah.
You know, we're all like family.
Yeah.
If you like BTS, I immediately feel close with you.
I
You
made
know what I
friends
mean?
with the
With
guy
your
at
eyes.
McDonald's.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, I did. I embarrassed the kids and everything. Like, yeah. I sure did.
He was wearing a shirt, by the way.
I don't even know if he was a fan, actually, but he was wearing the shirt, and all of a sudden he was in with me, you know? So, yeah.
Oh, that's very cool. That's very cool. Shari, you
My turn?
go girl.
So is there a motto that you live by?
I guess just treat other people the way you want to be treated. Like, don't come down on anybody for how they feel or how they look or what they believe.
Yeah.
You know, everybody wants to be treated fairly and nicely. So
Exactly.
that's pretty much it. Like, we honestly, and we look at that with the business too. Like, we will remake a shirt if we think that doesn't look like something we want to get. You know, it could be just a little bit off, and we're like,
We've
no.
got a stack of them over here. That,
Yeah, just extra
that
shirts
we
that
don't
we've
want
redone.
to. Yeah, when I'm packing it up, if I don't feel like I would be happy receiving that, then we don't. Like, I would rather give you a refund. You know what I mean? Than have
Or just
yeah.
make a whole other
Or
one. But
one
we
way or
just
the other.
really want everybody to feel like that.
Yeah,
You know, I mean, not
for
to treat
sure.
anybody with the same respect,
Well, I know
no
that
matter what.
when you were finishing up with my shirt, you sent me a message with a picture and you said something about it. Something was different. I'm like,
So yeah, I was
I
so
didn't
stressed.
see.
Yeah.
I didn't see it. I
Okay.
was like, I don't know what she's talking about. It looks perfect to me. So, you know,
Okay,
Yeah, we
good.
just always want to
Yeah.
make sure, and if we're on the fence, we let people get that call.
For
You know
sure.
what I mean?
For sure.
yeah.
Because a lot of
see,
times people would say these little things.
Yeah.
I-
But
and I
we
appreciated
noticed,
that
so
you did.
that's fun.
Yeah. Yeah. I
So
appreciate
kind of along those lines, you had made a shirt earlier. I don't know if it was towards the end of last year or earlier this year that was in memory of a K-pop idol that died by suicide.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing a bunch of back and forth in regards to whether it was appropriate or whether it was not appropriate. And I know I had made the comment that, you know, I say leave it and then maybe donate some of the proceeds to a suicide prevention. Whatever came of that, I don't know how I ended up losing following it, but
Yeah, it kind of went on for a little bit. So since we had already released the shirt and, you know, donating money and stuff, it's a process. So we put a suicide awareness ribbon on it, and we kind of went from there because we didn't have all the resources to dig into it at that moment. You know, it was kind of on a whim with that. And we just made the shirt because we were trying to do a shiny shirt and we didn't want to exclude him. I
Right.
feel like he's always a piece of shiny, even though we didn't even really stand shiny.
Right.
Because either way, we're going to get backlash. If
We
put
did
him
our
in,
research.
if we didn't put him
on
in.
it. Yeah, we
people
did
are
as
gonna
much
be
research as we could on that because I mean, everybody always considers them a part. You know what I mean?
And,
So, yeah.
and we had that issue with my daughter as well. Like she's attempted for too. So I did ask her before doing it what she thought of that, like how she would feel.
So we were trying to go about it in the most respectful way. You
And
know
then
what
it
I
became
mean?
this
And,
whole
and it
thing,
became a
and-
big thing, and it was just, yeah. So, yeah.
I personally thought it was amazing and what a way to honor him. You know, I lost my 15-year-old son to suicide almost 8 years ago. And so when I saw that and I saw that you were honoring somebody who died by suicide, I thought it was an amazing thing. And then, you know, that you guys put the suicide prevention ribbon on it, I thought was just awesome.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
so glad. I'm so glad.
I'm
you feel that
glad.
way, 'cause
Yeah.
That's exactly what we were trying to do.
And it was actually a very small group of people that had a problem with it, but they've had problems with stuff we've done prior to and afterwards. And it was, yeah. And once they're not around, we have no issues. So,
Yeah,
you know, it was,
befriended
you
them.
kind of, yeah, yeah. So, yeah. But
Mm.
yeah, I'm so sorry to hear that. my
Yeah,
friend.
I am too.
So, yeah.
BTS has been part of that healing process. So
Oh,
God
man.
for them.
Yeah.
I swear.
Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah.
Well, so speaking of children, and I understand that you both have children that have helped you with the thought process, what you're going to do, put on the shirts, how they feel about what's going to go on the shirt, the technological end of it, like even us doing this interview, right? So
Yeah.
where are they at in your business? Where do they fit in your business? Are they a part of your business? You know, because as a single parent myself, I understand what it's like to want to be an example. You know, you want to show your children, think outside the box. Don't go this way with blinders on. It's like, let everything that can be an opportunity be that. So leading by example, showing that, you know, you can work a full-time job in the daytime, but then you do your passion at night when, you know, everybody else is asleep and you're making shirts. And where do your children fit into that process?
So her daughter Asia is kind of our reference for anything. She knows everything K-pop. Like she's yeah. So any questions we have or any advice we need, we ask her. And if she doesn't know, she finds out. So she's great with that. Yeah, my daughter helps me sometimes with the like weeding and stuff. And I work the heat press, so she can't really do that. But my son does help with that when he's here. So it's kind of nice.
He's really wanting to learn.
He wants to
do
learn.
this
Yeah.
part.
Yeah.
Aisha kind of likes being the behind the scenes. You know, she'll help us. She's helping me design a Noona shirt right now.
Yeah.
For a custom for somebody's birthday.
Yeah.
But yeah, she kind of likes the behind the scenes stuff. So.
Yeah.
And of course, we make them model every once in a while.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
Whether they like that or not. I don't know.
Make the model exactly the keywords right here. Yes.
I think
You wanna
that's
come and say
awesome.
You know?
Well,
She doesn't want to get on trying to make her get on camera real
I
quick.
was gonna say, you know, there's a little V right there in between that, you know, she could put her head.
Usually there, actually.
Listen, it's only up here. It's only us here.
Yeah.
Just us.
Yeah, I
Just
think
us.
she's sneaking up behind us right now. It's only the girl. Come on. She's so funny. She'll probably be back there.
She's
Yeah,
over
you'll see her head.
I can see the
Oh,
top
there
of
she
her
goes.
head. Oh, there she is. There she is.
Yeah,
There she is.
yeah.
Well, hello, beautiful. It's so good to see you.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
Thank you for joining us in here.
She's perfect right there.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Look at her. She's still back there.
Yeah.
There's
Probably won't be able to get rid of her. Now she's there for the rest of the interview.
right. That's okay. That's okay. That's all right. She's allowed to be there. She's invited to be there.
Yeah.
So, so I mean, I know that you guys are doing this, you know, as a side gig, right? So, is there ever any thoughts of expanding into like your own brick and mortar somewhere, where you've got, you know, several presses going? Do you see that, or is this kind of where you want to be, right, in one, just one, you know?
Yeah. So like it would be awesome, especially to have the couple presses going.
That'd be your dream.
Yeah, that is my dream.
We have
I say
several.
that every night. Like it would be so cool to have them lined up like this, you know. And because now we got to switch machines out. We're in such a tight place that we got to switch machines out when we're doing sublimation to vinyl and stuff like that. When Heather's doing certain printers, she got to put a different printer in and take the other. It's kind of so it'd be nice to have a bigger area for sure. And that is the dream for sure, to be, you know, to be in a bigger space where we can just really have our, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like go at it. That'd
I
be
know
awesome.
for now it keeps the overhead down so we can make
Yeah.
sure it's affordable. We don't want to like
That's
skyrocket the prices.
Yeah.
So it's kind of nice. But yeah, it'd be
Yeah.
nice to at least have a little space.
Just a
You
little.
know?
Yeah, we transform our kitchen / living room every night when we work and pull out the card tables and the, you know,
It's a
fold out
15
tables.
minute setup,
It
15
is,
minutes here
yeah.
down at least.
Yeah,
So,
for sure. So yeah, it'd be nice
Make it
to
work.
just walk in and have everything set up every day.
Yeah.
You know?
Definitely.
It'd be so cool.
The dream. That's the dream.
Yeah, it is.
definitely is.
It is. And we are going to reach it one day.
Yeah, even if it's just
Yeah.
a garage.
Yeah.
We'll do that.
Mhm.
So are
Yeah.
t-shirts the only products that you design, or are there other things that you make in your shop?
We do have a few other things we
Yeah.
kind of dabble with. For the most part, we know the t-shirts, we know we're good at it, we know how to do it. We hate to spread ourselves too thin and then get sloppy, but we have these candles. I don't know if
Yeah.
you can see it well.
What do
Oh,
they
so-
smell like?
That
Oh,
does
look at that. Oh, look
Yeah.
at that.
That's really my bias
It's kind
here.
of like a fruity smell. Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of like a fruity smell. We
Yeah.
actually were making Jesus candles, and so that's why we got these ones. And so we had a few of those, and then we have a design. We have them at the moment. We just have not had a chance to make them of all of the BTS members as a saint. We just haven't done them yet. We've kind of been, you know, doing other stuff, but yeah. So, but we've been messing with this this way to turn pictures into art, which is so easy, you know, apps do all this stuff now. And
Yes.
so we've been trying to,
Yes.
Ooh.
yeah,
So
That's
people can send us
beautiful.
a picture. It doesn't have to be an idol. It can be your kid.
yeah,
So we can turn it into this gorgeous art, put it on a candle,
Put a
it in the
decal on
frame
it.
with a decal.
yeah.
So something simple that just makes it look so good.
Yes, and we do masks. We do masks. We at one point in the winter we were doing beanie hats. We didn't get very far with that because it started warming up.
Yeah.
Right?
So yeah, for sure. We just yeah, we're trying to branch out, but like she said, we know shirts, so that's like, you know, kind of stuck with that.
We did
more
try
so.
a few things in the winter also, but we noticed we were spending way too much time and effort on one
Yes.
thing to get done where we could have got like 3 shirts done in that amount of time.
Yeah,
So, you know, just got to try to mainstream it and see.
but you never
if
know
it's
unless
worth
you
it.
try, right? So
Exactly.
that's we were like, let's give it a whirl. Maybe we'll be great at it, but
Yeah.
that doesn't happen. It's not all the
We're good at
time.
those.
We're good with, yeah. Designing, we're okay with, you know. So yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's awesome. I love the picture thing. So then baseball caps, that kind of thing, scarves or that kind of thing too. Are you looking into, if you were going to expand into something else besides the candles and the art, like the Jimin picture that you just showed us, what would it be? Where would you expand into?
We do have the capability to do baseball caps. We have the press for that and everything. We do have a mug press. We have a plate press. We have keychains. It's it's been kind of finding time. Yeah,
That's
so,
the hardest part, especially
yeah.
like I said, I work a full-time retail job too.
She gets
so.
up, and I kudos her every day for this. She gets up and goes to her full-time job every day, and I'm here with the kids, and she, you know, comes back home. We set up, and then we're up to like 3, 4 in the morning. Every night, and then she gets up at 9 or 10 the next day. So like, and then even then, I mean, if it's not, you know, pressing or making the shirts, we got to design them so it's on the computer, and it's all, you know. So yeah, she amazes me. This woman does.
No.
I promise you. Yeah.
I try.
Oh, that's sisterly love. It's so cool. I can feel it warm and fuzzy all the way out here in Washington State.
Amazing.
In my cosmos.
I wouldn't be able to do it on her.
Shari, you, me?
You.
Me. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Let's see. Oh, you know what? Okay, so I know this is gonna sound weird, but you guys have been online like a little bit over a year, right? And so it seems like, has the pandemic helped your business? Because I mean, people can't really get out to shop. Has it been something that's kind of helped your business? Because the pandemic has done a lot of things to a lot of different people in their lives, business-wise.
Well, the pandemic started our business pretty much. I was off of work because of her having the lung diseases. They gave me time off work to kind of just.
We couldn't take the risk of her going to work and bringing it back in the house. And so we got stimulus money, and I got a little unemployment, and I wanted to invest in something, not just blow it. Why not ourselves? It was perfect. So
that's pretty much what started the whole thing. Had I not had time off, we probably wouldn't have been able to do it because we didn't have time to learn all the new stuff. So so anyway, the pandemic made us.
You know, I think a lot of people are in that space where it's like, well, I can't go to work, so what do I do? You know, where do I go with that? So what made you pick Etsy above Amazon or Facebook, like Facebook pages where you can sell on Facebook, or eBay? What made you decide to go to Etsy?
I heard Etsy was easy. I had a few other friends that sold on Etsy. I am not good with technology. I honestly don't even know how we run a business. To tell you the truth, but it's really easy, and I like that it's like a family feel to it. Like
it's a personal feel. Like getting in touch with. I know when we tried to get in touch with people on other, like on Shopify, it feels very cold. She says, is her exact words.
If I'm shopping on Shopify, I don't feel like a connection with the owner. You know what I mean? It feels very cold to me, and we really like to keep it more.
We want to keep it, like where people feel comfortable. Exactly. I think it even said at one point on the Etsy page that what did it say? You got back with people
it within 14 minutes. Any message within 14 minutes. I was like, that is great.
It actually, like awarded us, and it helps having 2 people as well. And I always try to get back with people on Facebook or Messenger because I have more time during the day to do that. So I try to be better about that. She kind of handles the other part of it. So the Etsy and stuff.
But it is pretty easy to set up, and I really like that. So.
What's the biggest order you've ever had? Like, who has sent you the biggest order so far? I mean, was it a group, or one person ordered like 6 shirts, or what's the biggest order that you've ever had?
The Michigan BTS Army, actually, or maybe it's BTS Michigan Army. We're a part of this group that we were a part of before as well. And when we started making shirts, the person that runs it reached out to me and had us design a shirt for them, and all the members buying them for meetup, so we could all have a shirt to wear at the meetup. So
And actually, at the moment, they're doing for the Monster X concert too. So yeah, like we're kind of
supporting the shirt
they're
that we
supporting the
made.
shirt we made
So-
for that.
So we're
So
all meeting up
that's
at
really
the
cool.
Monster X concert too, so we can all have this big group of people in the same shirt.
Yeah.
So I thought that was really nice.
yeah,
They really helped out a lot. But we have a lot of really good customers too that place like a large order at a time sometimes, which is
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
So we got
Be
good
careful.
people. We really do.
So you have, okay, so there are a lot of people who like to get merch, right? And it's not just BTS. They like to do, like all the different K-pop groups. There's all different kinds of opportunity there. So how would they just text you, or how would that work if somebody said, hey, I want to order 75 shirts? I mean, because there are a lot of groups that we're all in, and of course this interview is going to go onto YouTube, so that means that might be a few people. We have 76 subscribers to the channel.
Yay!
Right?
Yes, yay! That's
Yeah,
awesome. Yeah.
it is awesome, actually.
Yeah.
It is pretty good.
So, yeah, of course.
So
Yeah, so I got getting in touch with us on Etsy. We also have, what else is it? Like a .com.
Yeah,
I'm not
that's
sure.
through Etsy as well. But
Okay.
really,
She
through
knows more about
Etsy
this
is
part.
the best way to do it. Or you can get in touch with us via Messenger, but we will probably send you to Etsy so we can keep everything in one spot.
It's hard to keep track when things are, and we don't want things to get lost in the mix. So if we have it all in one central hub, we can refer back to it, and that way we won't mess anything up. It's like our biggest fear.
That is
So
our biggest fear.
yeah,
A little
Right,
detail,
right.
and then
yeah, they'll send you a message.
yeah,
So.
so definitely through Etsy would be the best way to do it. You can reach out through Messenger, but like I said, when we come down to the business part, we'll send you through Etsy.
Yeah.
We'll put everything through there.
So how do you guys come up with the ideas that you have for the shirts? So like my favorite ones are the names with the pictures in the names. They're my favorite.
God.
They're awesome.
I love those. I love
So
those.
our it's weird because like our inspiration for certain things just comes at the most as our time. Now the pictures and the names was actually a friend of ours, Tara Bresner.
Yeah.
She gave us that idea. She wanted one as a custom, and she was like, I want Hans. And then she was like, why don't you guys sell these? And so we were like, is that okay? We always ask to make sure. And so we made a couple of them, and people loved them. So we needed more Jimin shirts actually at the time. So we were like, let's Jimin. Yeah, it was Jimin first. And but yeah, some of our, as far as with that one, that's how that came. And a lot of our shirts, like we brainstorm and we bounce ideas off each other and stuff. And
Like,
yeah, they just it's kind of crazy.
So the newest Eternal shirt, I literally came in Rachel's room at 3 o'clock in the morning. Was
She
like,
busted in my door
I
at
got
3
this
in the
idea.
morning.
I'm gonna do
Yeah.
it. So, but it's like I gotta tell her real quick, otherwise I
Yeah.
forget. But
Yeah.
and I just like whipped it out. So
Yeah.
the best ones I feel like just come to us.
The periodic table one, I kept having dreams about, and then I woke up and I seen a movie about the periodic table on Netflix, and I was like, we got to do it. We got to do it.
That's right.
So yeah, so we did that, and then Heather's idea was for the periodic table to do the wrap line as one thing and the vocal line as like different colors, And so anyway, we'll throw an idea, and then she puts her idea in, and a lot of times it ends up being something totally different than we originally started with.
Right.
So yeah.
But most of them just kind of come to us.
Yeah.
Or if it's something we're passionate about. If we get like a custom for group we don't really know about, we do look into
We
them and
research
stuff,
it,
so
yeah.
then we know.
Which
Kinda
let me
where to
tell
go.
you, it is the best research ever.
Yeah.
Being I had to do a Jay Park shirt, and I enjoyed every minute of it.
We end
Oh,
up
yeah.
standing a whole other group. after
Yeah,
that.
well, and then it gives us new appreciation for the other group that we didn't know anything about, or
Right.
like, so yeah, it's kind of really a learning process too. So
Yeah.
nice.
Mhm. So
Yeah,
who,
the periodic table shirt is probably another one of
Yeah.
my favorites. I saw that.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I like that
Yeah.
one.
Very
It's awesome.
stunning.
connect
Oh,
with
it is.
that. Yeah. So how many groups do you have access to? I mean, is anything off limits as far as who you can get your creative onto the Cricut for? Like, for us older people, like if I wanted a Donny Osmond shirt, would you have, I mean, I know that you have, I Etsy store, and you have a lot, but
Oh yeah, we could do it. We can do
Yeah.
it. Yeah, there's nothing, really anything. A lot of our passion, like that for our designs comes from K-pop.
And like, but yeah, we most definitely use, I mean, we will always try to make sure we can bring anything to life for our family, our co-army, you know what I mean? Like anything.
Yeah.
So
Even
we
if
will,
it's nothing to do with
yeah,
K-pop,
even if it's
you
nothing
know,
to do with
we can
K-pop,
definitely do
if
it.
it's something
Okay.
you guys want, we want to do. So, yeah.
Like New Kids on the Block being pushed out of the picture by BTS.
Oh my God, that'd
We
be
could
kind of
do
a cool
that.
shirt. Yeah. No, I like that.
That's actually pretty cool.
I'd buy that
Yeah.
one.
See? See?
BTS
Right?
has completely taken over my fascination with New Kids on the Block. It's like, who?
Right, right.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. And you know, I have to tell you, as Shari and I are sitting here and talking with you two, you seem like you have like the best relationship. And I know that as sisters, sometimes it can be a little strained, especially when you live with each other and you live with each other's families, right?
Well,
You
we
guys
don't
seem like
argue
you are
at
just
all.
so, you know, you're so connected. And that thing of getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning, it's like, I got to tell her, you know, it's like, I get that thing of, you know, this is a really good idea. Because every time Shari and I are talking and I'm like, you know, I've been thinking about something. And she goes, oh no. Because, you know, it's like normally we're going to do it. That means we're going to do it, you know, and I need her to be, she's like the logical one, right? Where she thinks through things.
Yeah.
And I'm the one that's, oh, we have to do this. Let's do this. Let's try this. Let's play with this.
Let's figure that out.
Right?
That's me. Getting hard on
Yeah.
myself
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah. So, you know, and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Yeah, they
We
keep
went through, we've been through so much in our past, and times we didn't talk to each other at all and stuff. And so when we kind of reconnected about 4 years ago, like it just, everything, we don't argue at all now. I think we got that out of our system when we were younger, and we literally do not argue.
We
If
can see each other getting irritated,
we leave each other alone.
and then we just kind of part ways. I go in my bedroom, we'll finish up what we're doing.
Right.
So we kind of see the warning signs to try to leave it.
Yeah, yeah.
Nothing gets big. If we ever do argue, we're usually in the room the next day or even that night, like
Texting.
I'm so sorry.
I'm
you know?
sorry. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what
For
to do
sure.
about it, honestly.
Yeah, I feel the same.
This definitely wouldn't be happening.
For
That's
sure.
for sure.
For sure.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, you know, I mean, we enjoy talking to you guys, and you know, we want everybody to know we're almost at like close to an hour almost, which is Shari and I were like,
Oh my God.
right? We were kind of like, yeah. And I'm glad that we're here where we are, you know, right now. Shari, did you wanna say anything or ask anything before we say goodnight to Heather and Rachel?
And I just really appreciate your time and the willingness to come. I know you're on a later time zone, so we just really appreciate the time you've taken to spend with us to do this tonight.
You asking us, that means so much to us.
It was, yeah, we were very excited about that.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, all day
thank
I've been
you.
talking about it at work.
Yeah,
So,
and I've been here
yeah.
talking about it too. So yeah, making them clean the house when they're not even on. But
And we can always do that.
so thank you guys so much.
You know,
Yeah, thank you.
this is a very cool thing because when I first saw you come onto the now changed but same name, Dope Old People page, you know, and you were like, oh, I run this Etsy store, and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to connect with her. I need to connect with her. And you know, for us to be able to, like you said earlier, put a face to the name and the actual interaction, right? It's like we've been doing the texting thing back and forth.
We talked for quite a while at night, actually. I remember I was going to sleep, but I ended up staying up and talking because it was just really nice to talk to you. So
Yeah,
I remember that.
you too. And I think for everybody who is an Army and they see this, or anybody who's not an Army and sees this, they will understand that they're going to be able to come to you if they want to order any kind of a shirt or a candle or, you know, anything that you guys have got going. And I think you can just about cricket anything, can't you? I mean, the cricket is like an awesome little bug. It like can hop onto all different kinds of projects. Like,
Yeah.
we can do quite a bit, and we actually upgraded to the silhouette cameo as well. So we're
So
just now learning that.
yeah, and apparently we just
Even
found out
more
we can engrave and stuff, so we got to learn how to do that.
Wow.
Yeah,
I know.
right? I know. That was her reaction as soon as she found out.
Exactly.
I busted in my room on that one too.
don't know what it is.
Oh,
So yeah,
oh my
yeah.
gosh. Oh, I'm thinking of all kinds of things for you guys.
I know.
Hey, if it's something we don't do, still reach out. We'll try
Yeah,
to figure it
we
out.
will always
do.
try to do anything for you guys.
Can't
So,
do it, we'll
yeah,
let you know.
for
but
sure.
We try.
We will. We will. Well, you know, we want to, again, I echo what Shari said earlier. We so appreciate you guys being with us on our maiden Noona hour. You know, it's,
Yay!
Yay.
Well, I'm honored. We're the first one.
Yeah, yeah, I'm
that's
so honored.
awesome.
Thank you.
yeah, yeah. We wanted to, you know, we want to do like you do. We want to support other Army. And so we figured this would be the best way to do it, was to bring on people who know what they're doing, and they're already immersed into Army, right? And
Yeah.
like the perfect choice. So, you know,
Aw, I'm sure we know what we're doing all the time, but we make it look like it.
well, I think anybody who wants to order now is going to feel really comfortable. They're going to feel like they already know you because they've watched you, you know, hang out with Shari and I. And so, you know, just so that everybody knows, we are going to put your Etsy address down in the comments below so that everybody will be able to click on that and find you. And yeah, so again, you know, we just want to say thank you. And, you know, we're looking forward to seeing all these different kinds of things that you're going to be doing in the future, because it just sounds like it's just opening up for you guys. So it's good.
And vice versa. Yeah,
Right,
same for
too.
you.
I'm really excited
We'll
for
be
you
here
guys'
for every
project,
minute of it,
so.
right?
Yeah.
Yes.
If there's anything you need, don't hesitate to ask.
Of course.
Okay. Now this is because we don't know how to do this quite right yet. So I'm gonna hit the unrecord button.
Okay. I was wondering how this was gonna go.
Right?
Your face.
So everybody make the face that you want everybody to see the last of you in, right? Because otherwise it's
Okay.
gonna be like you're trying to do something odd and weird, and we don't want that. So okay, so everybody say goodbye, good night, au revoir, adios.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.